So with Toons Looniversity, a week away from debuting on Max with its first 10 episodes, and then from a weekly basis, a week from tomorrow on Cartoon Network, the question obviously some people have is, what kind of episodes are we going to get? Now, we have gotten sneak peeks, kind of like little glimpses, as to what the episodes will be, what they're going to set up and stuff. But what is it that we would love to see in these episodes? Now, I, for one, have said that, of course, you got to have the lustful milk gag, if you know what I mean. You got to have that somehow. Whether it's in the first 10 episodes or whatever, you got to have it. But I think, to me, one of the episodes, I think, should be this. To me, I think one of the episodes, it's got to be a MTV, TTV, YouTube music video like episode. Basically a callback to the original Tiny Toons music television episodes that they did. I think if they do that, at least maybe once or twice, I believe fans will that are still doubtful, will give this, be willing to give this a chance. I believe they will do that. And to me, you have to keep it true to what the original was. You have to somehow license out, even for even for this episode, license out some past, if not some present music. I, for one, would like to see Babs Bunny, and I said it before, do her own take on Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, because I think if there's any character in the Tiny Toons lineage that could really, do a good send-up, to his kind of a song, with the visuals and all that, I think it's her. So if they were to do an episode, for the show that I believe can get people invested that are still doubtful, a TTV, a Tiny Toons music television episode would be enough, in my opinion, or at least be more than enough to help out. Of course, I think another episode is something you have to have along the lines of, a promise her anything episode. We all remember in the original Tiny Toons Adventures, there was the episode called Promise Her Anything. That's the word prom-ise, anything. And it's centered around basically, Buster, Babs, Plucky, Shirley, Hampton, Fifi, going to the prom. Whatever prom it was, senior, junior, whatever, it doesn't really matter. They were going on a prom, and one of the main plot points was they were also there to save Elmira's date, or prom night, if you will, from being ruined, because Max had ditched her and stuff. So, so to me, they got to do that. They got to do an episode like that. They have to do a promise her anything like episode for the show. They have to. To me, it is required, because they're already doing their own take on the Acme Bowl. So to me, they have to do their own take on Promise Her Anything. Speaking of romance, I think one episode they need to do, if they really want to get people talking, because they know it's a popular thing for any show, even if it's a reboot, they need to do an episode, or at least a couple of episodes, on romance. And not the how to date like stuff. You could do that if they want. Or they could do that if they want. But to me, I think they should legitimately do episodes to where you have the characters fall in love. Now you might say, well, that could be a little tricky since we're in a different time period, and basically if you don't kind of, I guess you could say, favor or show some favoritism to the LGBTQ, you're going to get in trouble. Or you could hear it, from those within. And that is true. You could. And I have no problem if they wanted to do that. We saw Disney do that with the Owl House and the two main love interest protagonists there. We saw that. So if they want to go that route, that's fine. But to me, either way, they have to do they have to do several episodes, where the characters end up getting together. Whether it's Buster getting together with Fifi or Shirley, or Plucky getting together with, Fifi, with Babs or Fifi, or Shirley, or Hampton gets together with Fifi, or Hampton gets together with Babs, or whatever the case may be. You need to do that. You need to do that and kind of establish, continuity-wise from there on in, that, they are an item. At least kind of keep that consistency. But to me, the episode or episodes they need to do are romantic ones, and they need to do it because, again, it will get people talking. May even wonder why they're going this route. But to me, that would be the best solution, from what I can tell you. As far as an episode to get people talking, gain their interest, I think would be the best way for them to go. Obviously, you have to have them, have an episode where they team up with their mentors, and we're going to see it already right off the bat, that you got Bugs and Buster teaming up right off the bat. But you need more than that. You need more than just the Buster and Bugs dynamic that we know we're going to get thanks to the sneak peeks. You need more. So I think we need to see episodes with Babs and Lola. We need to see episodes of Plucky and Daffy. Shirley and Tina Russo. Maybe, Fifi and Penelope Pussycat, or if they do bring him in, Pepe Le Pew. Furball and Sylvester, Sweetie and Tweety. We need to see these episodes where they interact. And maybe if it's just like an anthology-like episode where they kind of have a consistent connection one after the other, I think that would be good enough, in the long run to, for people to enjoy, to get a kick out of, to see what similarities they, the Toons have to the original Toons that they're based off or they look up to. So I would definitely want to see that, in my opinion, and I think I'm not alone in that opinion. Another episode I would love to see, honestly, I would love to see this, is a tribute to the Toons of old. We've seen Tiny Toon Adventures do this with, Fields of Honey. We saw them do it with Foxy and Roxy, when it came to Toon, what was it? Two-Tone Town episode. We saw it there. So, to me, you got to do that again. I mean, I know we're going to get some classic characters. We're going to get some characters in there, no doubt. I mean, the classic treaty is a big surprise. But to me, I think we should get something that's more dedicated to Bosco and Honey, Foxy and Roxy. We need to bring those dynamics back in. We need to. We need to have a tribute. We need to have an episode that tributes how Bugs came from the original design to what he is now. And same with Porky and Daffy. Have these be great episodes, anthology episodes or whatever, to where the Toons themselves, see the evolution of their mentors, like how far they came. I mean, heck, do one where you have Babs see, how far Lola's come from being the sex symbol she was to Space Jam to who she became. To me, I think it'd be a great idea to see. I really do. I think it'd be a great idea to see as an episode. So I think they need to do a tribute to the Toons of old, as well as the evolution of the characters, the current Toons that they know of, and how they came to be today. Last but not least, depending on how long this series is, whether it's 1 season or 2 seasons or whatever, you gotta have graduation. You have to. You have to have the graduation episode because we never got it in the original. We never did. So to me, you need to do the graduation episode. If you're doing the show the way it's being basically teased as, then you need to do the episode in that manner. You need to. You need to do the finale episode as the graduation. Heck, if you want to, you can make it a 44-minute TV movie finale. And it would work. It would actually work. and people would be invested in it. So to me, to close this out, you have to do the graduation episode. You do. And those are just some of the episodes I would love to see them do for Tiny Toon Looniversity. But what do you think? What are the episodes you would like to see? Do you agree with some of them that I've mentioned? Or do you think there are some that you believe I've left out as potential, retellings in Tiny Toon Looniversity? Or do you think there might be, or do you have some new original ones you would like to see? Let me know down below in the comment section, as well as on the live chat during the premiere. Like the video, and until next time, guys, I am out.